It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Namaste and welcome to the Divas That Care Network. I'm your host, Gia-Raquel Rose, owner of Airs Above Yoga, and you are listening to Above the Ground podcast. If this is your first time tuning in, our network is going into its 15th year and is listened to in over 30 countries. I would like to personally thank you for giving me the gift of your time, because it is my honor to hold space with you. And we've been going on the theme of planting seeds. So going from the natural order of things in the process of what we need to release, what no longer serves us, clearing and creating space, and then realizing what it is important to keep and carry with us, things that bring us joy, things that inspire us, things that elevate us, things that help us continue forward progress and motion for our highest and best good. And now we're moving into what new things to invite, what new things to incorporate, where we want to create with intention, what we want to bring into our lives and what wants to come into our lives. And so this episode is going to be a meditation episode, which are arguably some of my favorites just because I love it. I'm an avid fan of meditation, a meditation enthusiast, if you will. And I hope that any of these meditation episodes find you receiving some benefit, some space, some clarity, some nugget of truth, wisdom, insight for yourself from your higher self, highest power, whatever it is that you believe and tune into. Because truly they are meant for that. They're meant for you. They are meant to touch you. And I hope to serve as a channel for you to be able to become more in tune with yourself, your higher self, and that higher purpose that you may have. Maybe you fulfilled it. Maybe you are in the process of fulfilling it. I hope that we all are in the process of fulfilling it. But, there's an element of belief in what we want, quote unquote, what we choose to, what our motivations are, what our desires are, what everybody's different, right? So some people desire comfort, some people desire change, some people, thrive on movement and not knowing and get very bored in a routine, while some people love routine and really wreaks havoc on them when they are pushed out of their comfort zone. So everybody's different. So in this space, there is no right or wrong, just acknowledgement, and hopefully some self-awareness and some actualization, some realization as to where you are and what benefits you just outside your comfort zone. So generally, any sort of movement, positive inspiration, new things in our lives come to us from without our comfort zone, right? It's, I believe I certainly did not create it, but there's a very well known, we'll call it a meme at this point, although I think it's actually well before memes became a thing, where there's a circle on a piece of paper, and just on the outside of the circle, there's a little dot, and the circle is your comfort zone, and the dot is labeled where the magic happens, in quotation marks again for those of you who are not watching. And I love that because I think it's very, very true. And whoever coined it hit the nail right on the head. And so to that end, this meditation is going to serve as a way to open up your channel to receive potentially some insight as to what seeds you should be planting, what you should be sowing, what new things that are not in your immediate line of sight that you're focusing on that want to come in for you, whether they are something that most things require you to take some form of action, but some sort of insight that I hope that this meditation brings to you. And maybe I'll get some insight out of it too as I take us through it. That's always wonderful, much like Reiki, right? There is only benefit. As a practitioner, you are not necessarily receiving the energy, but as the channel for the energy moves through you. And so it's only benefiting you as it benefits whomever it is that you are working on or sharing that energy with. And so I hope the same for this meditation. I hope that it really is able to give you the quiet and the space to allow those new things to come in. So as much as the metaphor may be, quite exacerbated, this meditation in my mind is like planting a seedling, right? So we have our we are the dirt, we are the soil. Please run with me on this metaphor. And we are happy in our tiny little cup or our pot or whatever it is. We are used to these walls that are around us, and we need a little bit of tilling, we need a little bit of excavating, and that is the idea of creating the space in our little pot of soil to receive the plant in this metaphor again. So with that in mind, this meditation is basically your little trowel digging into your very, very stable pot, your tiny little pot, so that this hopefully new seed can come in and start to grow into something really beautiful. And hopefully for every single person that listens to this, it is a different plant, a different seed, a different inspiration that you need, that, maybe you've had some intuition towards it. Maybe you feel a pull towards it, conscious or unconscious. Whatever it is in your life that is magnetizing you to it because it's meant for you, if you believe in that kind of thing. Guess what? Spoiler alert, I definitely do. And hopefully we can get to a place where what our divine mission, our soul's purpose, whatever that happens to be for each individual person, it's always different. Whatever it is for you, maybe this meditation will help you to become aware of it, or be maybe a gateway to future meditations. And please always know that you can replay any of these meditations if you feel called to. And I'm a big believer of those little nudges, your intuition, those little kind of hints at something. And sometimes it comes in the form of a desire or a want, or a thought crosses your mind and you think it's a random thought, but maybe sometimes it could be. I generally like to say that those fear-based thoughts, we just let them go and focus on the positive. But if it's a random inclination or nudge towards something, that you may want to listen to this episode or a different meditation episode if it comes across your awareness to do so, that may be a nudge from something or someone higher beyond ourselves to open up that channel and be able to receive insight for your highest and best good. And that is what this is all about. So from that moment, I will begin to walk us through how to create the space with which to meditate. And obviously, please silence your cell phones, please, or leave them in the other room, turn them on airplane mode, and make sure that you are comfortable. As mentioned many times, I'm a big proponent. Many people traditionally in meditation, you have a gentle pillow, you have your knees slightly lower than your hips, and you're in a seated, easy, cross-legged position. Now, that being said, while that is traditional because it aligns the chakras, it has the root chakra connected to the earth beneath you, the crown chakra aimed towards the sky. Sometimes I find a lot of my clients are not comfortable in this position. And anytime in meditation, we are pulled out of that flow state, that zone, that receptive space, if we are uncomfortable physically. It's just the truth. So if you make yourself comfortable. That is the main thing that I'm going to say with this meditation. Get comfortable, get a blanket if you want to have a blanket. I'm a huge fan of legs up the wall. If that's comfortable for you and you can access that sufficiently, you are going to want to start on your right side, kind of scoot your sits bones all the ways up to the wall, and then just gently roll onto your back and just kind of wiggle those sit bones all the way flush against the wall with your palms release down at your side. And generally, this is a pretty safe space for most people to be in. Again, if it's comfortable. Otherwise, you can just comfortably lay on a yoga mat, on a bed. If you have a chair that you're comfortable in, the bottom line is your comfort. Set yourself up in a place where you can relax fully and completely every muscle in your body and just be, whether it's on the floor, in a chair, sit cross-legged, seat, or legs up the wall. Any of these positions that you can completely relax into. And hopefully I've given you enough time by speaking about them to allow you to have gotten into that position. And then we're just going to begin together by gently closing our eyes or lowering your gaze if that's more comfortable for you. Just beginning to draw your awareness into your body by connecting with your breath. And as you continue to breathe, allowing the breath to flow naturally to all the points of contact between yourself and the earth beneath you, so you can truly begin to ground down. No matter your position, deepening the connection between yourself and the earth beneath you. Beginning to feel yourself very, very heavy on the floor. And at the same time, completely weightless with the support that the earth provides you. And as you continue to breathe, focusing on the rise and fall of your heart space with each round of breath. And begin to ever so gently extend your exhale. If counting helps you, feel free to extend the count of your exhale by 1, 2, or even 3 if it's comfortable. Staying away from any strain or tension as you breathe. Focusing on complete and utter relaxation. And in this moment, being at peace within yourself, just as you are. And as you begin to settle into this space, visualize a tree, any tree which comes to your mind, and begin to feel its support. Begin to feel its roots. Begin to feel its strength. Feel how strong, sturdy, and grounded this tree is. And feel that with all of your body as you are completely supported. Begin to feel as one with this tree. Lean into its trunk. Breathe as one, knowing that this grounded, strong, stable, towering tree is here for you and with you always. And then begin to lift your gaze from the support of this tree to look around. What do you see? A meadow, a glen, a wooded forest, a sandy beach, maybe mountains. Notice the space you find and allow it to come to you without trying to force an image. The safe space that surrounds you now is where you are most protected and most at peace, and is from this space that we can begin to allow what is best for us to find us. Sit for a moment in the safety of this place. Know that it is sacred to you and for you. And with your mind's eye, gently open your hand and allow this space the trees around you, safe and secure, to release a seed as softly and as gently as making a wish on a dandelion. Allow your outstretched hand to gently catch this seed, this wish, this truth, just for you. And take a moment. Close your hand over it softly and bring your hand into your heart. Know that this seed is for your heart and from your heart, a gift to you from yourself. And then gently open your eyes and look with your mind's eye towards the seed in the palm of your hand. And what do you see? much like any seedling, anything in its infancy. We need to nurture and protect while at the same time inspiring growth. And what better place than this sacred and safe space at the base of your grounded, strong, and sturdy tree to plant this seed so you never lose it. You know it's being watched over. And every time you enter your safe space, you see how beautiful its blossoms are becoming. Take a moment now and gently take your seed in your left hand. Again, in your mind's eye, look around the base of your tree for the perfect spot to plant this new seed blown on the breeze just for you. And when you find that spot, then it will call to you, I promise. Gently move over to the space around your tree, and with your right hand, begin to touch the ground. Notice how it feels. Is it cool? Is it soft? And very gently begin to move and softly dig with your hand to create a small, safe space for your seed. It doesn't have to be too deep because this sacred space will keep it protected. And as you gently rest your seed with your left hand into the space you've created for it, take a moment to thank it. Say thank you for finding me. Thank you for wanting me as badly as I want you. And thank you for staying safe with me. Thank you for blossoming before my very eyes. Thank you for inspiring me every day to grow with you and for you. Bless this seed with every ounce of love, gratitude, and positive intention you feel in your heart. Taking a moment to say out loud anything that comes up for you. And then softly, just as much love, care, and gratitude, begin to use both hands to gently cover your seed. Feeling the soft, cool earth wrapping it just tightly enough to create the pressure it might need to break through the ground, but gentle enough to know that it is supported in that breakthrough. And then bringing your hands from the ground, turn to face your tree and begin to make your way back to its roots, to its trunk, and placing your hands on your tree. Be grateful that it is here to protect you, to protect your seed, and to nurture it in this space while you continue to nurture it in your daily life. And when you've thanked your tree, gently come to rest, sitting at its base, in the knowingness that the seed you have just planted is going to look completely different the next time you see it. And with a sense of unbridled joy and anticipation, begin to deepen your inhales as you begin to sink into the softness and the strength of your tree. Feel it within you, knowing that this new seed is safe, knowing that you can check on it anytime you like, knowing that with each extended inhale, you are helping to breathe life into your seed as much as you are into yourself. Gently beginning to allow the breath to move all the way into your fingers and toes as you begin to ground yourself back into your body, relying on that strong support of your tree to know that you are safely home. And when you feel ready, gently opening your eyes. I want to thank you for taking the time to share in this meditation with me. Please remember there is no wrong way. There is nothing wrong to experience in this meditation. Begin to trust what it is that you see. And as always, if you ever have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out, and I will happily guide you through this or any other meditation. I want to thank each and every one of you and let you know how much I appreciate you for sharing your space with me. So please feel free to share the same with your loved ones. For more goodness, follow me on all the socials at Above the Ground Podcast, or visit my website, airsAboveYoga.com, to connect with me. As always, please check out my other episodes and my amazing sisters on the Divas That Care Network. You can find us on Spotify, Odyssey, Apple, and anywhere else that you may feel guided. Again, my name is Gia-Raquel Rose, owner of Airs Above Yoga, and you are listening to Above the Ground Podcast, where every day is a good one.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.